What is going on, Cog Squad? Jason over here at Cog Hill Farm, and you can see we're still on break. I decided to do another video like I did the I Can commentary video, the last one. And for those that did like that video, here's another oldie but goodie for you. Kind of behind the scenes. Again, this was another collaboration. This one was 9 years ago. I got tagged by several other creators. You'll see that in the video. And at the end, I tagged some other creators, and you'll probably not recognize any of them. Oh, yeah, they'll tell you, YouTube's tough. It's a tough world. It is a tough world. It is not for everyone, I can promise you. And I don't fault people for not sticking it out, because it is not for the weak of heart whatsoever. And it is extremely hard work, more than I think people probably think about. But this video was called 30 Random Facts About Us and the Farm That You Probably Didn't Know. And some of y'all probably don't know these 30 random facts either. Well, you'll probably know some of them, but I bet you don't know all of them. And if you watch this video, you've probably forgotten, because it was 9 years ago, you've probably forgotten this one. I just thought it was neat to share this video, because there's probably a lot of stuff here that a lot of y'all do not know about. There's one fact in here that I forgot that I talked about and kind of blew me away. It's the one about Mary Carl and her obsession of birds. It's in this video. So this was 9 years ago. That means Mary Carl would have been seven in this video. Yeah, 7 years old. Y'all seen her grow up. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And we do appreciate all y'all respecting her privacy now. Y'all know that she doesn't want to be on the YouTube channel or social media anymore. And again, I don't blame her. Not everybody likes doing this, y'all. It's just I get it. I absolutely get it. You gotta like it. You gotta love it. This again is one of my first videos coming out. It was a collaboration. I don't remember any. I do remember that some of these channels, but I don't remember anyone else sticking through or sticking with YouTube that was in this collaboration. I may be wrong on that. I might have to go back and look, but y'all can look as well. But it was a fun video. And if you notice something, number one, there's two little tidbits. Well, just really one little tidbit, to be honest with you. You can start to see my editing style come up. Also, you'll notice, I don't know when I started saying, "We'll catch you on the next one, y'all be good," but I do say it in this video. And I don't remember saying that in all the videos, but this may be one of the first times I actually say that phrase. The "y'all be good" was first, and maybe the "catch you on the next one" was the other. This is one that I learned a mistake on, that I stopped doing. It was really popular back in the day. Really popular, because you had your simple transitions where you transition from one frame to another. But one very popular was to put your hand over the camera. And people really did not like that, and so I eventually stopped doing that. That was one. Another thing is that I ended up changing up my music along the way. I have a more softer type of music. You'll, as you guys know now, and I've gotten older myself. At the time, according to my analytics, I thought younger people were trying to watch my videos, like 18 to 25 years old. And boy, was I way wrong. I was way wrong about that. But here is 30 random facts that you probably still don't know about me, Brooke, Mary Carl, and the farm. Hope you enjoy, and hang around afterwards, and I'll give you some more inside information there. 30 random facts. Cog Hill. Let's jump into it. I was born with a very rare condition. I'm missing 2 muscles in my left eye, which means I cannot involuntarily blink it or shut it. I have to manually do it. I can't do it naturally. 3 operations. They had no idea how to correct it. Super rare. The final fix is right here. They took a piece of muscle out of my leg, put it above my eye. And to this day, someone has that same condition. They pull my file and do the same exact surgery. I was also born without a left kidney. Only one kidney. We thought we were going to have to sell the farm. Our daughter acquired an autoimmune disease about a year and a half ago called autoimmune neutropenia. They first thought it was leukemia, but that came back negative. It was autoimmune neutropenia, and what that is that's when your own body fights your white blood cells and creates an antibody that eats the white blood cells when they come out of the bone marrow. So, about a year later, it disappeared just as quick as it came on. So she doesn't have it anymore. Or fingers crossed. My dearest friend is the 2007 James Beard Award winning chef, Scott Peacock.
To Chef Scott Peacock's
Our hot chef, Scott Peacock, is
and contributing editor Scott Peacock, the iconic chef of Southern cuisine.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Scott.
Tell Penny hey.
I will. He is the main person that kind of inspired me and kind of pushed me to start meat chickens, to raise pigs, and also to make this YouTube channel. Thank you, Scott. I got to meet and hang out with Roseanne Cash for a day. Ate dinner with her and her husband, John Levithal, because her and Scott are big buddies, and it was pretty awesome. And I made a video about it if y'all haven't seen it. I love to dance.
All she wanna do is smoke that broccoli.
I've been in several dance competitions throughout my life, but the main one that I remember more than anything was I was 7 years old. It was a breakdancing contest, and I won the breakdancing contest, and the next youngest person was well beyond twice my age. I now take tap and jazz. I'm the only person in my family that's not an electrician. I met my wife the summer of 1993 in Gulf Shores, Alabama. I was supposed to be on my senior cruise, and for whatever reasons, I did not go. But 7 years later, we got married. I had 3 idols growing up. All MJs, all Michaels. Michael Jackson, Michael J. Fox, and Michael Jordan. My 7-year-old daughter is a bird expert. She's obsessed with birds, and she names or knows birds that I have no idea that even existed. Even knows what country they're from.
Perosia, ruff, secretary bird, emu, cassowary, ray, kiwi, ostrich.
A little over 5 years ago, we took a family trip to San Francisco. The trip changed my life. The way that I saw the local food, the local farmers market, the restaurants, the recycling, all that. I mean, we already had organic garden, and we have free range chickens, but that trip just put me over the top. It was just the food was just so fresh everywhere you went. When I got back from that trip, I haven't had a soft drink since. I am absolutely addicted to podcast. Not only is my daughter a bird expert, she is an absolute wonderful artist. Everything she sees is a piece of art. and it's just amazing to be around. She paints and she draws and she writes books every day, all day, 24/7. I love to run. I love running. My knees do not.
Be kind to your knees. You'll miss them when they're gone.
I do not like politics or mean people. My wife was an absolute stud athlete growing up. Everything. And to this day, she's still super freaking competitive. Who wants to play dodgeball? I hate sleep. Waste so much time sleeping. You spend 26 years of your life sleeping. That is 1/3. 33% of your life is wasted sleeping. I still have all my music CDs from when I was a teenager, early 20s. I still got them all. I need to let them go. I love Disney World. There's a local artist here that moved to California, and she's back, named Catherine Mayo. She is doing an art project and an art exhibit that's going to travel several places, called the Selma Project. And what Catherine does is she's got, it looks like the old vintage camera, and she does wet plate or glass plate photography.
You want me to do it and see what she does?
And our daughter, Mary Carl, and her pet chicken, Penny, is one of the subjects in the art exhibit. And we just think it's pretty, we think it's pretty cool.
Look, you can see it. Can I pick you up so you can see?
My mom and dad got one of those big old freak camcorders, you know what I'm talking about, with a VCR tape in it when I was a kid. And my early preteen, teen years, as I got older, I used to make short movies and sketch comedies. Lee, if you watch this video and you still got them VCR tapes, call me. We need to talk. I got to meet and hang out a little bit with Joel Salatin. Great guy. Even though I don't like his tractor. Great guy. But there's one thing I can't stand. That Joel Salatin pasture chicken tractor. A little over 7 months ago, I realized one thing. I love making YouTube videos. I got tagged in this 30 Random Facts by several channels. Daybird Avery, he was the first one. Natural Living Homestead, and the Texas Boys. I really don't know who to call out. I think everybody's done this video. If I think of somebody, I'll put it in the description below. I tell you what, y'all have a wonderful day. And if you like the video, give us a thumbs up. And if y'all got any questions or comments, as always, comment below. I always reply to I think every single body that says something. So we thank y'all. We love y'all. Y'all have a wonderful day. We'll catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good.
Golden finch, European starling, kakapo.
Well, there it is. There it is. Mary calling the birds. That's the one that I do not remember talking about in that video. I don't. There's a lot of facts in there that that are not, the Disney World one. I do not enjoy going to Disney World anymore. I don't. At the time, I did. And I think it was because Mary Carl was so little, and her excitement and her joy, you know, as a parent, you feed off that. And I like riding rides, and y'all probably know, I'm a big kid. I am. I'm a huge kid. But I don't enjoy Disney anymore, for sure. I did, and I probably shouldn't have, looking back. But Brooke and myself, we did donate our CDs. And y'all, that's making a comeback. Physical media is making a comeback. And I don't know what I was thinking, but physical media is making a comeback, if you didn't know that. People were tired of everything just floating around in the cloud, and you don't physically own something. So physical media is making a comeback. I just recently read that VCRs are on a huge surge. VCRs, amazing. It was funny, as I told Brooke and Mick Carl about 6 months ago, I wanted to get a VCR, and Brooke rolled her eyes at me. And now here in the last month, there's supposedly just huge spike because people want physical media now. I shouldn't have got rid of the CDs, y'all. I shouldn't have got rid of the CDs. If you notice in that video, in the background on my computer, there was a show playing on repeat. It was 30-something. That show 30-something. I just thought that was a cool, and I'm sure no one caught it, but I thought that was a cool Easter egg because it was 30 random facts, and I've had 30-something on my screen back there playing. You know, that was pretty cool. And you heard my camera clicking, my old cheap old camera clicking, click, 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 click. And if you notice the lighting, how fluorescent and white it was, I thought the brighter the better. And so I would buy these, and this is actually natural light coming in here in the barn, but in that room, it was the extra bedroom, and I would buy these high-powered, super bright white lights because I thought that looked better back then. One thing that I thought was interesting in that video was that I said I was addicted to podcasts. 9 years ago, hardly anybody listened to podcasts. I even started a podcast for the farm. It was called the Cog Podcast is what I used to call it. And I would just sit there and just ramble away. It was no video, it was just strictly audio. And I loved doing it. I really did love doing it, but really didn't get much traction. I was, to be honest with you, I was kind of a little ahead of my time there, I would say. I probably should have stuck it out. The podcast probably may have would have grew into something, but it's similar to what Brooke and myself do on the live streams every Tuesday and Saturday. So I guess I pretty much still kind of do a podcast. The other thing that I remember is that I forgot how much I liked running. I used to run every morning. I run anywhere from 3 to 5 miles not every single morning, usually around 3 to 5 days a week. I used to like running. I did. I used to love it. But I just eventually just wore my knees out. Between that, sports, and dancing, I've pretty much messed my knees up. And probably that's what's wrong with my back too, is those all combined. And then of course the farm. But that's one reason that I don't dance like I used to. I feel like now, and I feel like my body tells me, if I make one false move, I'm gonna blow out an ACL, MCL, Achilles tendon, or something. So that's why you don't see me dancing very much anymore. I feel like my body said, whoa, whoa, whoa. The other funny one is the sleep one. Back then, I didn't, because I was grinding so hard trying to make it as a YouTuber. And sleep got in my way because, like I said in the last video, I was working a full-time job. I had to be at work at 7:30, so I left the house at 7. We didn't close until 5:30, and then I had to help close. I was closing the business. Then we had to pull all the cars in because I worked at a dealership, and then we had to close the shop. So it may be after 6 before I got home. And then of course I had family time. Then Brooke and myself were doing, we were doing anywhere from 100 to 75 meat chickens every 6 to 8 weeks. And we were doing that all of ourselves. The raising, the processing, the packing, the shipping, and all the pickup, all that Brooke and myself did until later on we ended up getting my buddy Michael Key involved, and he used to help us out there until COVID hit. COVID hit, shut all the restaurants down. The restaurant and catering service that we were supplying our chickens to never opened back up. And to be honest with you, looking back now, it was a blessing because then I could focus more on YouTube. Yep. But I enjoy sleep now. But yeah, that is kind of a little inside and probably a video that a lot of y'all have not seen. And I bet a lot of y'all learned a little more about us and enjoyed that episode and a little behind the scenes of what was going on there. Well, y'all, hope you enjoyed this video. And if I got time, I will make one more for y'all. In the meantime, we will be back on July the 6th. And don't forget, July the 4th, which is a Saturday. We're going to try to do our live stream, our normal live stream, that Saturday morning at 8 a.m. Central Time, and then our regularly scheduled video on Monday. So we miss y'all. We love y'all. Catch you on the next one. Y'all be good.